peace, power, and prosperity this morning. Rob Blackstorm, hope you and yours are doing well. Once again, coming to you with a weekly reading. I'm using the Oracle of Tahuti that is featured in the book Medu Neter that was authored by Ra-Un Nefermen from Orser Society. And I have been doing these readings for about 20 years. So let's get into it. Some of y'all have been following me, know what's up. So the first card is dealing with the situation or dealing with the week. And the second card is going to deal with how to respond to the week. Now, if you look at the math on these cards, 6 plus 10, that's 17. 7 plus 1 is 8. So this is going to be a week of building and destroying. So let's get into the first card. So the first card is Heru. With Heru, we're dealing with willpower. This is your leaders. This is people in authority, people who manage things, leaders, presidents, prime ministers, things like that. The pharaoh would have been considered a Heru manifested, right? Or the warriors for the pharaoh, 300. The men of 300, the movie 300, they would be considered Herus, right? And even if you look at their clothes, the crimson and the white Heru clothes. So everything, our stolen legacy is passed on everywhere as people of African descent. But for this week, if you notice, you'll see all these holes basically are telling you this is called Tem Ma'at, and it's basically what you would see as a reversal in the tarot deck. So what this is showing you is that this week is going to be a week where people will be caught up in the emotions. Heru is all about overcoming your emotions and following your divine plan and having the willpower to follow your divine plan. And your divine plan is whatever your purpose is and whatever service you are to be of the world, whatever the universe or God or deity or however you want to call it has brought you on this planet, what you are here to do. But it has to do with, there's going to be times when you have to ignore emotions that no longer benefit you. You may have habits, cigarettes, drinking, diet, the ways of thinking, trapped in trauma, shadow work, stuff like that. All right. So all these things are things that you have to overcome your past conditioning or your past emotionalism too. So what this is saying is that this week is going to be a week where people are going to be very weak emotionally. And one of the reasons, there's a lot of retrogrades. There's about 4 retrogrades going on this week. I know Saturn starting today, and I think Venus is going sometime later today. I'm not sure what the rest of the planets are, but I did read that 4 planets are going to be going retrograde this week. So what's going to happen? People are going to be in their emotions, right? They're not going to have the crown. The masses, they're not going to have the crown overall to overcome these emotions. So therefore, it's going to be blocked. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be unhinged because of the range of emotions. Retrogrades basically take you into the past. We know with Mercury retrograde, it deals with communication and problems with communication. So with these retrogrades, it's going to be showing you different aspects of your past, different aspects of your personality, different aspects of your psyche, especially with Saturn starting today. Saturn is all about, checks and balances, cause and effect. Saturn is like a Ma'at planet, it's all about making sure things are in order. So what's going to happen is with these emotions coming off, people are going to be out of order. People who are not in tune are not going to be able to handle it. So that's the energy for this week. So look out for that. Friends, partners, people who don't follow a spiritual path, they're going to be, or live a spiritual lifestyle, they're going to be feeling it. And the next card, again, 10-6, right? We said it's 8. 8 is an infinity number, but it also deals with building, creation, and destroying, right? So now we're looking at this card, which is the outcome, right? Situation, outcome. And in this card, what we are looking at is this deity is called Gep. Now, according to Kemetic cosmology, or the Kemetic creation story, in the beginning of the earth, it was Nut, which was symbolized for the sky, N-U-T, or what they call N-U-N, which is why nuns look the way they do, but we won't get into that. And there was Geb, which is what this card is. Now, Geb is basically the god of the earth. Geb deals with finances. Geb deals with resources. Geb deals with health. Geb deals with that coin. Geb deals with nature's matters of the earth and stuff like that. So this week, with people, kind of going through their past stuff and their past trauma, and going through a lot of old emotions, exes maybe coming back, job worries, fears that you had in the past, childhood trauma, things like that. What this is saying is that you want to get resourceful. This is a week where you want to learn. You want to learn about yourself. You want to learn what you could do to make this better, right? It could be business, you starting a business. It could be you start reading new books. It could be you taking in new information. It could be you getting a new job. It could be, you looking at new or starting a new business, or starting up multiple streams of income, right? Starting 2 or 3 new businesses. Online is where business is at right now. So starting a couple of streams of income, seeing what you could create. Also just getting over the mental issues, right, that are going to accompany this, not only with the frustrations, but with what's going on with the coronavirus and how people are stressed out. People are going to be looking for people that can counsel, that could help them, deal with the day-to-day, deal with the mundane, some people probably need help filing taxes, stuff like that. So with the world changing, it's saying that now is a good time for you to get into, you're actually doing things that are going to help you. Starting a new, working out at home, starting a new diet, starting, to take on new information, starting a new regimen of spiritual culture, starting to, do things that serve you best. Learn Forex, learn stock trading, learn how to print t-shirts, learn these different things while you have the time to do so, because you're going to be revisited with a lot of past things, and the collective overall is going to be revisiting a lot of things. And the way to do it is to study. And also what this is saying, this reading is saying, is that this reading overall is saying is that we have to get to the point, where we are, what I was saying yesterday. This reading is also saying that a lot of people are not following, their own path. They're not walking their own path. Again, this is Geb deals with the earth and earthly resources. Jeb or Geb could also be a visual depiction of grounding. So where are you not grounded? Are you so far out of space that you are not handling your physical business? Are you so out there with mentalism and spirituality that you don't realize that your physical avatar needs to be taken care of as well, that this physical body needs to be taken care of? Are you unbalanced where you're so spiritual and so magical that, you're not worried about, well, not worried, but you're not, taking care of your bills or taking care of your children or ignoring your responsibilities because, you just are believing in the secret and you're not taking steps to make things happen. So this week will show you where you're not taking steps. This week it will show you where you're not going. This week will show you where you're headed and the things that you need to work on and fix. And the way to do that is this week, the solutions will be to be resourceful. Be very resourceful. Be creative. Use the earth to your advantage. Get your body together. Get your diet together, right? Because again, a lot of things are going to come up this week. Look at it in the news cycle. A lot of past things will pop up. A lot of old, again, exes, old hurts, childhood trauma, things that you've pushed to the bottom will come up. And you have to actively work on fixing it this week. All right. So anyway, hit me up. Contact information is below if you want a reading of your own. I do these. I do tarot. I do psychic readings. I do Akashic Records readings, and things like that. So hit me up below, Rob Blackstorm. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace, power, and prosperity, y'all.